Oh, Hodor. What's going on, guys? My name is Bone. Probably only a select few of you guys that got that one, but what's going on? I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Naval Strike. For the handful of you guys that are actually able to play it, it's actually, actually, I haven't been able to either. I'm able to get in the game, but I haven't actually been able to experience it like it should be. So today's video is going to be talking a little bit about the brand new game type, seeing as how that's what I'm playing, some of the maps. I believe this is Operation Mortar, and that's about all I have to talk about on that front. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Hovercraft. Oh my god, that thing's so much fun. It's like you're floating though. I feel like I'm like a magic carpet. Like every time I'm on that thing, I'm like, oh no. You know, it's just one of those moments. It's one of those things. You feel cool. And then you just start doing like bumper cars and ramming things and running people over. And it's so cool because it's that whole hybrid. I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm on water. Look there, look, I'm on land. And you're like climbing over rocks and everything. It's such a fun thing. One of the greatest things they've ever added to Battlefield. At first, I was like, yeah. But then I found out you could take it on land too. And I'm like, yeah. So my mind completely switched about that. The road killing and the fun and the floating about. It's not too easy to steer, but it's quite the fun experience. On top of that, also for those that do not know, Naval Strike was delayed for consoles earlier today, and I think it's delayed for a good portion of time for PC. They haven't even given us a date when it's supposed to come out for PC. And I definitely have a rant video coming out tomorrow, so don't miss that one. But to stay positive for right now, I have to say that, hands down, on the couple of hours that I have lagged on it so far, I have experienced these maps, and I love the maps. This has been my favorite map selection for a Battlefield game since I've been playing. I love the maps to death, and I love them for Carrier Assault. I may not have been able to play them on other game types. I haven't tried them yet. But I think the beauty of the maps wrapped up around the Carrier Assault game type makes these things so much fun, because Carrier Assault at its core is really, really freaking cool. It's fun, it's fast-paced, and most of the objectives on the maps are located like kind of right in the middle. You're on a main island. Occasionally there's one or two objectives on another small secluded island, but for the most part, a lot of the big fighting is kind of in the middle. It's like having a section of domination where you can spread out a little bit. It's like Conquest, and then when the carriers are able to be boarded, then it turns into like Rush and Conquest, because both are going on at the same time. You need to be defensive and attacking and holding on those points if need be, but at the same time, you need to board and attack and plant that MCOM too. So it's kind of like multitasking. I've played a handful of games where both of the carriers are available to be boarded at the same time, so it's hectic. Do you defend? Do you attack? Is it a race? How do you do it? And there are other times where the carriers are completely vulnerable, and mine have been down, and they still have half of their defenses up, and we can't even board. But we've defended enough and held on long enough that they've taken enough damage over time, and then we can board them. And what happens is, while your entire team is defending that set of MCOMs on the actual carrier, you could take a helicopter or a hovercraft and just slide on over there, sneak, because there's like nothing going on at theirs when it's all said and done, and you get in there and fight back. There have been times where we've been defending for like 5-10 minutes, and we finally just sneak one group over there, and we completely win the game, even though we had none of the momentum or nothing. So it's a very, very unique game type, very fun to play. The parachuting, the diving in, the new way to play with the hovercraft is such a pleasure to do that kind of stuff. Now, sadly, I'm only available to play it on PlayStation 4 right now, and it's damn near unplayable at times. You're chopping around, which is part of the gameplay footage you're going to see. I'm just being rubber banded around and everything like this, and it's a disappointment because, you know, shots aren't registering. The hit detection was already bad as is, but now you throw the connection problems in there, it's even worse. So, truth is, I haven't been able to experience the maps themselves, but from what I've seen so far, they are the coolest maps I've played. I like how many of them are underground. I like how there is basically, even for the ones that are inside of caves or old bunkers or anything, there's still ways for armor or boats or something to get inside. There's like hangars and submarine docking stations and all these really, really cool things, islands and everything. It's such, not only a beautiful map, but they're so fun to play because there's always these nice high balance concentration areas where fights are going down. So like there are times I'll be fighting and it's like there are 20-30 people fights going on in this one area, and it is a blast. You're just going back and forth, and mostly it's almost always over an objective point. So that makes it very, very exciting to me. So as it stands, I see the promise and I guess the excitement in the new DLC. Sadly, I've not been able to play it like I want to due to connection problems, and, well, there's obviously still lots of bugs, and though I am a PC player, going back to console and stuff, I can see that they've been dealing with a lot of problems themselves. So, honestly, my overall review is they have some pretty decent guns brought into the DLC. They have extremely impressive maps. My favorite map pack so far for Battlefield 4, if not in all the most recent Battlefields. And they're absolutely beautiful. Some of them even remind me of some old BC2 maps. I like the jungles, I like the trees in the mountains and everything like that. They're beautiful. So just wanted to throw that in there, guys. Hopefully you guys can leave a little comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will hit you guys with a Battlefield 4 video tomorrow. Stay moist, ladies.